Welcome back to the Cougar Close-Up here on Shaw TV. My name is Dan O'Connor, and this week we're pleased to feature a rookie forward for the Prince George Cougars that's made a great first impression. Brogan O'Brien is a former Caribou Cougar and a former Prince George Spruce King, and was acquired by the Prince George Cougars at the January 10th trade deadline a season ago. Well, since joining the Cougars full-time, he's made the coaching staff and his teammates very happy to be around. All of that and much more with Brogan O'Brien next on the Cougar Close-Up on Shaw TV. Prince George Cougars rookie forward Brogan O'Brien, our guest this week. And Brogan, for the Prince George Cougars and yourself, a wild ride, I'm sure, to start the 2015-16 season. But why don't we just start by asking you this. Year one for you in the Western Hockey League. Tell us about the adjustment and how it's been for you so far.
It's been great so far. You know, the organization's great with treating us and treating the rest of the team. And it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but I'm slowly getting more and more used to it every game.
Well, let's talk just a little bit more about how the Prince George Cougars came to be associated with you. You were a Caribou Cougar, drafted by the Kelowna Rockets originally in the WHL Bantam draft, and spent last season playing with the Prince George Spruce Kings. All of a sudden, on January 10th, your phone rings. Your rights have been traded from the Kelowna Rockets to the Prince George Cougars. Take me back to that day and the emotion that went into finding out that not only have you been traded, but you've been traded to your hometown team.
Yeah, I first noticed it on Twitter, actually, and then I got a call from Todd later that day. So it was kind of a little bit of excitement, I guess, that maybe there's a possibility I could end up playing for a hometown team, so it was exciting.
What was it about Prince George and the Cougars that made sense to you?
I think it was just a new organization for one, for sure, and I've heard a lot of good things. I've had some friends on the team, and everything they said has been going great, and they've been moving in the right direction, and first playoff appearance in a while, so it was exciting, and just wanted to be a part of it.
You know, for the Prince George Cougar fan that maybe hasn't seen you play a ton really off the hop, Brogan, what can you tell us just about your style of play? When you're at your best, what are our fans going to notice?
I think I like to create chances offensively, but while keeping a good sound game in the D zone and making sure pucks stay out and we win faceoffs too.
Well, let's talk about training camp a little bit, Brogan, and what the adjustment was like coming to your first Prince George Cougars WHL training camp after, being, various other training camps that you've attended.
It's definitely a hard training camp. It's a different level than I've ever seen, and they push you hard and make sure you work hard in the off-season to come in ready for camp.
What a start for you from the regular season standpoint. First game at home, you get a goal disallowed. A week or so later, you get another one taken away. Finally, on the 10th of October, you put one in the net for real. Just tell us about the excitement of a few near misses, but then getting that one that counted for real. I'm sure you'll always remember your first Western Hockey League goal.
Yeah, it was nice to get off my back finally. It was an empty netter, but still I missed out on the first two, so it's good to get one.
You know, from a hockey standpoint, Brogan, do you feel like your skill set has translated well into the WHL?
Yeah, I think it's more my style of game, quick puck movement and getting your feet moving, getting up ice fast, so I like it a lot more.
You know, when you look at the schedule upcoming, knowing that the Cougars are currently in the midst of an important homestand, and then really the grind gets going towards the end of the month in October, where do you feel the guys are at as a team right now, and do you take a lot of confidence into this next stretch?
I think we're just starting to get rolling. I think we're going to expect big things this weekend and for the rest of this next bit of a stretch.
Well, and just back onto the Caribou Cougar train for a moment, Brogan, knowing that Brad played there, Chase played there, Justin Almeida played there. Is there a bond that the Caribou Cougars alumni kind of share together? Is that something that you do kind of keep in the back of your mind?
Yeah, we make a few jokes here and there, maybe about playing for them back long ago, but yeah, it's fun.
And I just one more question for you, Brogan, just about the parity in the Western Conference and knowing full well that on any given night, any team in this league can win a game. Just want to talk about how important it is to be prepared, to be ready, and just ultimately what some of the keys are going to be for this team as you get into the real nitty-gritty.
Yeah, you got to show up every game. There's no free passes or anything. You got to play a full 60 every night.
Well, Brogan, I know I speak for many when I say that we've really enjoyed watching your transformation and watching you as a regular with the Prince George Cougars. Congratulations on the success to this point. Best of luck into the month of October and beyond.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
That's it for yet another edition of the Cougar Close-Up here on Shaw TV. Make sure you join us next week as our coverage of the Prince George Cougars in the 2015-16 season continues. For more information on the Prince George Cougars tickets, scheduling, and much more, go to www.pgcougars.com.